things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the home of the Colorado Buffaloes, Boulder, Colorado. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Houston Cougars, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. I guess they're not interested in kicking it away. They're lining up for an onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. So the Houston Cougars offense will go on the attack first. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
From the gun, the running back has it. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now on the move at the 28-yard line on first down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Really nice resiliency by the running back. Sometimes you just got to be able to turn the page, right? You have a tackle for loss the previous play, they give it right back to you, and you make the defense pay. Good vision, good athleticism.
Touchdown, Houston! Hello! First score of the game goes up.
That is how you get your playmaking wide receiver in the game early. First series, they scripted this. They want to get him the football. They get him the football, and he does the rest. Gets the big touchdown on the opening drive of the game.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And here's the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Colorado's offense will go to work for the first time today. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. Two NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
Gets the back moving. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. And the Buffaloes will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Wants to go up top on first down. Got a man. It's Perez. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12, and somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12 every single year. So, starting in conference play, Palmer, these games start to really matter, really add up, and the pressure amplifies.
It's so true, too. When you think about the Big 12 conference, it just seems like teams get caught sleepwalking. So, you've got to start fast. And the challenge, I think...
Oh, he's got some space. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Cougars with the 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. No, sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Second down coming up. Wants to go up top. Flips it out on the screen. Spins away from the defender. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Ball is at the 20. They'll try to convert this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. He caught it! And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short.
Defenses are put in such a tough spot when offenses get in 3rd and short because the whole playbook is open and they go with the pass. I love it. They sneak the pass in there.
And he will score! Touchdown, Cougars!
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. The returner will field it and bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Makes a grab for a big play. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, Bucks! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, we don't get a ton of top 5 matchups, so let's check out how today's Rumble played out. Clemson was able to finish off a close one in Death Valley today. They did just enough, both offensively and defensively, to come away with the dub. Hey, survive and advance. Each week in college football, the tests are just so tough, although nothing compares to a top 5 duel. A revealing outcome with massive implications, man.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Avery. Breaks into the open. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Hall.
I love early in a game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
The Cougars can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He'll do it himself. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. Third and short now from their own 48. They'll try to get the first through the air. Quickly to the tight end. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. Houston is moving it quickly down the field. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Here it is trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to be wrong.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. Offense goes on the attack on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Got it behind the line. It's Castro. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
You got to give it to the defense. Took all of the quarterback's options away down the field. They forced them to check it down. They were rallying around that fullback. Hats to the football. They created negative play.
The play action fake. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
That's a really big completion for the offense. And look, I know they didn't get the 1st down, but because of it, they're now set up in 4th and very short. And if you're the head coach, you're thinking very long and hard if you're going to go for this one now because of that success you had on that play.
And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on 4th. They'll leave it with him. Turning it on. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
The Buffaloes, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Wants to throw on 1st down. Completes it in the middle.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it because he really didn't have a choice because he was going to wear that one regardless.
And the Buffaloes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Using his legs to buy some time. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this 1st down.
Shotgun snap on 3rd down. The short hands, it's Hussein. He's got enough. It'll be a 1st down. They've got it up to 12.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided, on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that.
And the Buffaloes have it with a 1st and goal. On the ground. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Second down, they'll go to the air. Big guy smells it. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
Might be changing the route. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Go to the end zone, picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the 1st down. And the Cougars just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking downfield on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Castro. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. The Cougars in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed 1st down on 2nd down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on 3rd down.
The Cougars in the hurry up.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
And the Cougars can really attack on this 2nd and short. Handoff from the gun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the 1st down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Avery. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller. That's what happens down near the goal line, David. For this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. That's caught. It's Hussein. They made the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And it's incomplete on 3rd down. The Buffaloes will punt it away on 4th down.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Got his man. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Houston sends the punt team onto the field. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man down the middle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the end route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Complete in the middle. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. With the catch, it's Judowski. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw again. Fires to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Quickly out to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out fast. Gets it inside the 10. Out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit to the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They go right back to it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Colorado!
This has been a back-and-forth battle with a lot of football left to go. Really nice job executing on that rushing touchdown. If they get this extra point, this thing is all tied up.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Very intriguing Big 12 matchup today, gentlemen. Here's a look at how it finished up. Texas stomped a mud hole en route to a double-digit win, and they did it outside of Austin city limits. That speaks to the way this coach has galvanized this team and the direction this program is headed. Big 12 football at its finest, gentlemen. Just when you think you have things figured out, a game like this happens.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He'll pull it on the read. There he goes. Got the first down and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Looking left. He's got an open man. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. To the ground with the back. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The Cougars will hustle to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Hall. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Cougars, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They'll go to the air. Unleashes to the end zone. Intercepted. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year, and he comes up with a massive play right there.
Using the pads, using the stiff arm, using all kind of strength to get it across the 25 to the 26. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Just about set to start the second half. Houston will kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get to the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Judowski.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
And the Buffaloes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Second down, he'll throw it. Grab near the sticks, it's Judowski. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Buffaloes have this offense rolling. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Wants to fire on second down. Pocket breaking down. Makes a catch along the sidelines, but he's going to lose yardage. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Making side adjustments here. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. That's it wide. Got his man downfield.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. With that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
And the Buffaloes will have it first and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. Breaks into the open. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows. He can run slants. He can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his tool.
Touchdown, Buffaloes! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Houston offense once again. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. He'll keep it himself. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Houston wants to play fast.
Man, I love that play by this corner. You know why? When you run the option and that thing gets spread out, your DBs have to commit to tackling. And how about the cornerback coming up, sticking his face in the fan, and making a play? You love to see DBs tackle like that.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Cougars are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Quarterback on the keeper. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. They bring the punter onto the field now. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Takes it on the return. The Cougars team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their position on offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, Dave. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Good pickup there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw to get the first down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. It's first down from the 37-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Bucs! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Houston offense comes onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. The inside handoff. And there was nowhere to go. Stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
When you play zone and you drop back, you're dropping back to a spot. And that means there's going to be holes, and the quarterback has to do a good job of reading it, seeing it, throwing it between those holes. We does a really nice job there. Makes the defense pay for playing zone coverage.
Caught near the sticks. It's Hall. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. This Houston offense about to snap it on first down again. Off the play fake on first down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
The Cougars have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. They'll send the tight end in motion. Off play action. Fires to the big fella. Turning it on. And he'll be brought down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Off the RPO, complete. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds the tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on 4th down. You're in the 3rd quarter, 2nd half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. And you just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the 2nd half. Someone had to step up and make a play. They just couldn't get it done.
And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Motion from the back. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Perez. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. The Cougars started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on.
Touchdown, Houston. Hello. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. Well, if the momentum hadn't shifted before, it certainly has now.
It has, and now you got some game pressure, right? That's beautiful. Now the defense comes out, get you a stop, get aggressive, but the offense a little bit of pressure now because they know if the ball goes back to the other side, they could lose this ball game.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll return it. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
really nice job by the cornerback. Hey, a lot of cornerbacks want to cover. They want to drop back. They're not really about that life. They don't want to be the tackling kind of guy. They're like, leave that to the linebackers. That dude committed, came up, made a nice tackle.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Here's a quick throw out to the left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Quarterback making adjustments. On third down, he drops to throw. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Defense just going after him. They stop him for a loss of 6.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened here.
He's got him in the flat. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
And they fail to hook up on third down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
Secures it at the 30. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air on second down. He hurls one deep down the left side. Got it inside the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Colorado. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, we've got a final to let you know about, a game happening inside the ACC today. Louisville rolled to victory. And how about that Cardinals quarterback? Remember, this is a program that produced Lamar Jackson. So to gush about a play caller there, that's saying something. Never know what can happen when two good teams face off. But even the most plugged-in ACC fans have to be surprised by this one, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get them.
This one's complete. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Houston going up tempo. Looking to throw for it. No one in the vicinity as he makes the grab. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He'll off one deep down the left side. Touchdown, Houston! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
They tack on the extra point, and they're down a touchdown, 35-28. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Buffaloes line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. It's a one-possession game in the 4th. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. Got him downfield. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line. And guys, if they can somehow, some way find their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th. He'll do it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. He's got him. The receiver will not get it to the sticks. It'll be 4th down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And this could prove to be the biggest play of the game. They'll go for it on 4th and goal. Looking to throw. Fires to the end zone. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive, Reese. Productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting 1st down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage. You probably get...
There he goes! Crosses midfield. Inside the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Buffaloes! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. Now they've got to
is so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Houston offense once again. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back, put a good drive together.
Looking for a chunk play on second and short. Snagged in the middle. It's Avery. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. To the air on first down. Quickly complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on.
Lots of room to run. Touchdown, Houston. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
Just over a minute to play. They're lining up for an onside kick to try to pull off this rally.
Well, great job by the hands team receiving there. They're able to spot the kick, fall on it, make sure they keep possession, secure it. Nice job.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
Leaves it with the running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
Oh, he's got some space. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved,